Good morning, guys, and welcome to the video. Today we're going through a full day of eating, training like a hyper athlete in preparation for this sub 135 half marathon. So I'll take you through all the nutrition and everything that eats and how I'm feeling for my workouts to really go out and perform while I'm mixing running and strength training into my program. Today in the program we have 7 miles, so I'll also record that for you, show you what we're doing with that, the workout, the nutrition around that 7-mile run, and we'll go from there.
This 12-week prep is my way of documenting what I'm doing to reach my goal of a sub 135 half marathon. Throughout this series, I will document everything I'm doing leading up to the Nebraska Half Marathon on April 28th. The running, the lifting, the nutrition, the supplementation. I will show you everything you need to do to show up prepared for your next race, because no one's going to go do it for you. You have to take action, because the grind, it never stops.
We're going to start it off with breakfast. Breakfast is usually pretty similar for me, where usually it's kind of on the go. You usually have the same thing every morning. So I'm going to have pretty carb heavy breakfast. I'm going to have 3 pieces of toast. I'm going to have 1 serving of peanut butter on that toast. And I'm going to have 1 serving of honey. And then I'm going to have 1 scoop of our FitGrind whey protein powder. That'll give me 24 grams of protein. And that's how we're going to kick off the breakfast. We're going to eat this. I'm going to drink some water with it. And then we're going to head off to the gym and start a full day of training. But like I said, it'll take you long for each meal, and then I'll also take you long for that 7-mile run today. All right, so today we have 5 training sessions. So actually it's a little bit lighter of a day. Have a couple of people out of town. It's always easier to record those full day of eating videos when I have some clients out of town, or just that it's a lighter training day, just because, you know, when we have 8 to 10 training sessions, it's a little bit harder to kind of record everything, record the workout and go from there. So I have 5 personal training sessions today. Actually got to sleep in a little bit this morning too, because early morning training session was out of town. So kind of just a different day today, but I'm going to take you along for the day. We're going to hit a couple personal training sessions this morning, and then we're going to go for like a late morning run. I'll show you what I'm doing before that run, show you the nutrition during the run, the supplementation after the run, and just really give you a look at what a full day looks like for me. All right, so it's about mid-morning. We are going to get to a 7-mile run. So as far as the nutrition, I just drank 20 grams worth of carbohydrates and some electrolytes before the run. Carbohydrates is going to break down super easy in liquid form and just going to be ready for me to use throughout this run. Now, as far as intra-run, so what I'm going to start to practice is fueling inside of these runs. So at the 4-mile mark, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a gel, which is going to give me 24 carbohydrates. Again, is just going to help me keep up energy and make sure that I don't bonk during these runs. So with the half marathon, one thing that you need to focus on is you need to focus on fueling your run, fueling your workout. And we'll dive specifically into this as we get closer to race day. I'll go through my exact fueling strategy. But what I like to do as we're prepping for this is start to practice eating these gels and these goos during the run so that your stomach can get used to it, because the worst thing that could happen on race day is you haven't practiced this and you don't know, 1, where to eat this, or 2, your stomach isn't used to digesting food while you're running, and then you start to cramp and then you can't eat it and then your energy goes down and you can't perform your best. So I always like to practice this fueling strategy as we get into these longer runs, on runs that are kind of less than 7 miles, Usually I'll just make sure that I have a good pre-workout meal. I'll do some liquid carbs and some electrolytes, but within the workout, I don't necessarily have a goo or a gel. But anything more than 7, as we get 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, those longer distance runs, I'll definitely practice that. For me, I like to do it every 3 to 4 miles. So today I'm going to do it the 4 mile, see how I do. I'll practice it at the 3 mile and just kind of practice that fueling strategy and see what works best for me. And that's what I encourage you to do too as well, is see what works best for you. Obviously, I'm going to give you my recommendations and document what I'm doing, but there's also the factor that you need to look at exactly what's going to work for you, test it so that you can optimize your process and you can optimize what works best for you. So let's get warm. 7 miles today. I'm excited. It's nice out. It's February and it's like 40 degrees, so you can't pass up an opportunity to go to a lake and hit a 7 mile run. And look at that. Sun's kind of coming out, man. I'm excited. Let's go run. All right, so overall, that was a beautiful run. Man, the sun's coming out. I think it's supposed to be like 50 degrees here, and typically in February in Nebraska, this is not typical weather, so we are loving this weather. I thought when we were signing up for an April half marathon, I thought there'd be a lot of cold runs. We've had some so far, but really, we've been really lucky. So, God, just a beautiful day. We're at a beautiful trail. Overall, it's just a really good run. The run was supposed to be an aerobic run. About 2 or 3 miles into the run, I was feeling good and I did not follow the program and I ran a little too hard, but that's okay. You have to be able to auto-regulate, and today I kind of wanted to, once I got like 2 or 3 miles in, I was feeling good. I fell in a rhythm and I was like, I'm just going to try and push a little bit faster than I normally would on an aerobic run. So my heart rate was a little higher, but it felt really good. So 7 miles completed in 57 minutes and 28 seconds at an 8:12 average minute per mile pace. So I'll go over the lap paces and the heart rate data later, but overall, just an amazing run. I did it with my wife, who is also training for the half marathon. Get you in the camera here. How was your run?
Good. Felt good.
What was your time?
So my watch kind of stopped halfway.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I think it was like an 8:50 pace.
What was your pace?
So I think it was like an 8:50 pace.
It's good. We're both training for this half marathon together, so yeah, just something fun that we can go and train together. We don't get every run in together, but lately we've been trying to get as many as we can in together, just because we love running together and we love that, sharing that passion, and just holds each of us accountable because we are both very competitive. So overall, great run. I hit my gel at just over 3.5 miles, and I felt really good, digested really well. I'm going to keep doing that as I'm building out on these longer runs. I think that's super important. Don't wait until your race day to start practicing your fueling strategy, whether that is intra electrolytes, intra Gatorade, gels, chews, whatever you're doing. Make sure you're practicing it on that long run. And then what I would even do is I would practice like your pre-race nutrition. So this morning I had what I had before every long run: toast, peanut butter, honey, and a protein shake or a protein bar. That digests well for me. That's a staple. And then before the run, I always do some liquid carbs and some electrolytes. Intra-run, I always have intra-run, I always have a gel. And then post-run, we're going to have more carbs, electrolytes, and then a full meal. So just practice that and just get used to that so you know what works for you and your digestion. And that way you're not running and you got a side ache, because no one wants to run when they have a side ache. That's the worst. So Melissa's similar, where she does the same thing. She practices exactly what she's doing, and that way you can show up and give your best on the race day. So let's drink some electrolytes. We'll go back to the gym. We're going to record a podcast today. So let's give you a little snippet of that. We have our weekly Grind, Sleep, Repeat podcast where we're going in depth on topics about training for a half marathon. So if you have not checked that out, definitely check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on Apple. It's on Spotify. It's on Pandora and iHeartRadio. So go check it out if you're interested. All right, so we are back at the gym. Just got a quick shower in and made a quick lunch. Typically, it's kind of weird. I'm usually at the gym like from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. So it's kind of nice today. Like I said, I have a bunch of people out of town, and this isn't the way it always is, but it was nice to go home, take a quick shower, make lunch real quick. What I have for lunch is 300 grams of basmati rice. I have 3 whole eggs with 3 egg whites. I have 1 serving of sharp cheddar cheese, and I have some salsa on top. So kind of just a quick makeshift meal. Got protein from the eggs, rice with a bunch of carbs, got a little fat source from the cheese, and some salsa to give it some flavor. So I'm going to eat that. We're going to record our podcast for next week. Our topic today is going to build off of this video, and it is going to be all about hybrid training nutrition. So the nutrition and how we are specifically fueling our bodies to train for this half marathon, and making sure that that is a priority in our training, because it will impact your ability to recover and perform, and is a huge piece of making progress, not only in your running, but also in your lifting. So we're going to record that. That comes out on Sunday, so make sure you check that out. And if you missed our last couple episodes, our season 2 of our podcast is all about documenting our half marathon prep. So each week we're going in depth on a topic, specifically about how we're training, or the mindset, or the mileage, or the lifting, or the nutrition. So really just diving deep into each topic. So if you have interest in that, go check it out. It's the Grind, Sleep, Repeat podcast. It's also on my YouTube channel if you're looking for that one.
When we think of carbs, I'm always telling my clients, always pair a protein with your carbs. Now, we're going to kind of contradict that when we're doing weight training and cardio, because like you talked about, carbs are going to spike up your insulin, and we actually want that to happen during our training session. Whereas we don't want those things to happen when you're at home sitting on the couch and you're just munching on bread, or I don't know why that
Put quite the visual in my head. Munching on bread.
I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my head.
All right, so I just finished up editing the podcast. I'm going to hit a quick snack. So I'm going to do a protein bar, a Dannon Light and Fit Greek yogurt, and an apple. Typically, I would opt for like a lower calorie bar. So this one is pretty loaded with calories. If you're worried about maintaining your weight or losing weight, I would opt for more of like a Quest bar or a One bar. It's going to be lower calories. I'm eating higher calories right now, so I'm not as worried about it. It has 32 grams of protein. We have, where's the carbs? 42 carbs and like 400 calories. So I'm going to hit this. Like I said, if you're lower calories or trying to diet, I would opt for a lower calorie bar. I'm going to hit this Greek yogurt and an apple. And then I have 2 more training sessions to get done tonight. And I'll show you dinner once I get home, and we wrap up the day after training. So eat this snack. Going to kind of get ready for my next 2 training sessions, and I'll see you guys at the next meal. All right, so just got home after training, and we're going to eat some dinner. So I have 2 chicken tacos. I'm going to put some salsa on top of that. I have 1 serving of the Alexia French fries, and then I also have some green beans. So I'm going to eat this. This is going to be our dinner. We'll enjoy this together as a family. I'll have a bedtime snack in a couple hours. So I'm going to hit my pre-bedtime stack here. We're going to end the way that we started the day. I'm going to do 1 scoop of FitGrind whey protein powder. I'm just going to mix it up in some water, so that'll help me hit my protein goal for the day. And I'm also going to do a big bowl of fruit, some pineapple, some blueberries, some raspberries, and I'm going to do another apple. So my total macros for the day came out to be 84 grams of fats, 446 grams of carbohydrates, and 198 grams of protein. So that was spot on. My goals were 450 carb, 200 protein, and 85 grams of fat. So this is everything that I'm eating in a day to support my half marathon training and training as a hybrid athlete where I'm mixing lifting and running. If you guys enjoyed this video or you have any comments or questions, let me know in the comment section. I would love to help you guys out. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.